I do have to say this is probably my favorite alphabet build so far. The letter L served me very, very well. YouTube, my name is Sezrawrr and welcome back to the series that I have where I build houses in The Sims 4 in the shapes of different letters of the alphabet, because I'm not a good builder, so I make silly builds on purpose. And in this series I build houses in the shapes of different letters of the alphabet. I also use build and buy options whose titles start with that same letter of the alphabet in the catalogue. So today we are up to the letter L and I'm really excited for the letter L. The shape's going to be super easy to build, so with that being said, let me show you the floor plan for the letter L house. So this is the shape of the letter L, super easy to build quite obviously, but then if we come down here, floor plan, this actually changes. I didn't realize I'd saved the shell like this at this point. I'm going to explain it to you the best that I can. So the front door ends up being down here in the middle. We have a kind of like little corner kitchen happening right here. And then we've got a living room down the end here. We've got double doors that lead out to the side yard off the side here. This room here is a kid's bedroom. I kind of felt like it was a pre-teen's bedroom. Like they're still a child, but they're right on the cusp of becoming a teenager. So that's kind of what I was feeling, the vibes in the end. And then they have their own little ensuite bathroom, but it ends up not being anywhere near this big. It ends up being about half the size of that. So just ignore the size of that room. Then up here, we've got the parents' bedroom and their ensuite bathroom. And it's the same deal. That ensuite bathroom ends up being about half the size of that. So just ignore the size of that room. So that is the floor plan for this house. So with that being said, let's get into the speed build. And you'll be seeing straight away, just as I'm applying the wallpaper and the flooring and putting windows in a couple of spots, just how many options I did have in multiple things. Like I had so many window options, I had a couple of door options, I had so many furniture options for like couches. I was so excited to have so many options for those things. And because I had so many options for those things, I was able to kind of choose the vibes of this house, which is the first time I've been able to do that in this series. I've never been able to choose what the vibe of the house is actually going to be, the style of the house. So this house ends up being kind of a mixture of an eco house in some ways, in some very visual ways only, not in its function, only in like visual looking ways does it look like an eco house. But then it's also kind of like a modern industrial feel as well on the inside. So the vibes are even going to change from what you're seeing right now. As I'm trying to place the furniture, I've gone into the kitchen. I'm trying to work out the layout of this kitchen because I realized this room is a little bit smaller than I was thinking it was going to be. I did originally want to fit a dining table in there. It just wasn't possible. So I ended up having this kind of cornered kitchen where it's very much against the wall where you're seeing the fridge and the counters now, but then I do end up putting island counters off the side and end up making it so that with the half wall there that I've just put in now, that the island counters face towards the lounge room, so it's just another place that your Sims can sit and watch the TV while they're eating. It's just a couple of little spots that they can sit and eat inside. I know that that's not very many places for your Sims to sit and eat, but the outside of this house, like my idea for this family that was living here, because it sometimes happens when I'm building these houses, is they like to entertain. The outside of this house is a big entertainment zone. They clearly would entertain people. There is an outdoor dining table, there is an outdoor bar, there's even an outdoor hot tub as well. So they're very social, this family, and they do a lot of entertaining outside. We are in the kids' bedroom now, or the preteen as I saw them, and something just wasn't quite feeling right. I absolutely loved the corner windows that I did in the corner there. It looks freaking sick, but something about the rest of the vibe of this just wasn't quite feeling right. And I realized that I wanted to do this kind of like bluey tealy green color scheme, and I was trying to find all this furniture, and the furniture was looking great. The colors of the furniture were looking great, and I realized that it was the wallpaper that was mucking me around. I'd been so focused on using this wallpaper that felt kind of childlike that I forgot the initial purpose of this room was supposed to be a preteen, and I really got that vibe with the furniture that I was able to use, is that they were going to be a preteen. That's when I decided to use the the brick on the inside as well. And when I changed the brick, it all just came together once I changed the wallpaper to the brick. And in the parents' bedroom as well, the vibes of the parents' bedroom, I would love to have their bedroom when it's finished, when you see it complete. Oh my god, it's so freaking cool. But just the brick just really elevated it and gave it the kind of modern industrial feel that I was kind of feeling. I really, really like it. So something I will just mention now while I've got the time is I do use all of the build items that start with the letter L in the catalog in this house. Not all of them, because like I said, I had a lot of choice. I had like 5 couches that I could choose from, so I don't have 5 different couches in this build, but all of the items that you'll be seeing either start with the letter L. If there's some item that I need to make this house functional that doesn't start with the letter L, I'll go with the letter closest to it. So the example of that is the TV. We don't have any TVs that start with the letter L. The closest to it is this little media center from Tiny Living. And oh my god, is that actually the end of the speed build already? That was so quick. I really showed you very little. I tend to do that. I thought the speed build was longer than that though. I do apologize. Anyway, just to finish off my point, the little media center starts with the letter M. That's the TV that I used because I feel like the TV is a pretty essential item. I was very, very lucky to have a lot of the items that I did need that start with the letter L though with this house. Like I said, I had choice with this house, and it was really nice to actually have choice, to be able to choose the vibe that I wanted for this house. And with that being said, the vibes, oh my goodness, you guys, I cannot wait to show you. I better stop putting it off. Let me get into showing you the letter L house complete. So this is the letter L house from the front. I hope you're gonna kind of get what I mean by eco vibes just straight away with this. Just with the ivy, it was kind of giving me a green feel. You will understand more of that though towards the end of me showing you this off. So we've got like a little ivy everywhere, the boards. I just love the colors of the flowers as well. We didn't have a lot of outdoor landscaping, but thankfully the lot that I've built this on is a very small lot, so there wasn't really a whole lot of space for outdoor landscaping anyway. Just the basics that you're seeing here. We've got these lollipop trees that I've never used before, that I will probably never use again. Like that and the palm tree you're seeing towards the top of the roof there are the only trees that we had that start with the letter L, so I just had to go with them, and they fit the purposes. They fit the corner there really nicely, the corners of the house really, really nicely. So with that being said, let's go and take a look at the inside, because the vibes, I did mention it during the speed build, but the vibes changed even from what you saw in the speed build. So this is what you see when you walk through the front door. I completely changed the wallpaper because again, the white just wasn't really feeling like the vibe. It was kind of like the kids' bedroom where something just wasn't quite feeling right. And I realized that it was the white wallpaper. So I changed it to this brown swatch of the same wallpaper, and it just completely elevated this whole area. It made it feel so much nicer, so much more cozy, so much more homely. We do have the kitchen over on this side wall there. Hello, just peep Captain Jack Sparrow through the window there. He's who I got to live in this house. Just peep him through the window. So then we've got this tiny little lounge area. I know it's very, very small, but like I mentioned, I feel like the family that lives here are very social. So I feel like they don't really spend a lot of time in this lounge room. I feel like they spend a lot of their time outside entertaining or in their respective bedrooms. We're going to go into the kids' bedroom next, just because I really want to show you the vibes of this bedroom all complete. So this is what you see when you walk through the door. I freaking love this bedroom. So these windows in the corner are clearly the feature. I didn't want to overcrowd them. Unfortunately, the curtains, we didn't have many options with the curtains. We did have the new ones that came with the high school pack though, which was really nice. They have so many beautiful swatches, and as a matter of fact, I do have to say the high school years pack was kind of my saving grace with this build, because this bookshelf's from the high school years pack, this bed is from the high school years pack, and it is the only bed that we've got that starts with the letter L. So I would have had to go with a completely different choice if I didn't have the high school years pack. Like I mentioned, the curtains are from the high school years pack. Oh, I must have forgot to move that picture above the Lindsay speaker. I will do that before this build goes onto the gallery, but I just love the vibes. But let me talk about the bathrooms really quickly, because in the original floor plan, the wall extended all the way across and we had a really big ensuite bathroom. But as you can see, it's just a tiny little corner now. There is a reason for that. So let's go inside the ensuite bathroom and let's talk about it. So it's kind of small and kind of cramped in here, but it honestly kind of needed to be. So there's no typical toilet that starts with the letter L, but there is another kind of toilet. So I'll talk about that in a minute, but there's no toilets in these bathrooms. There's just a shower, a sink, a countertop space, and a little bit of shelving that starts with the letter L. And that's why I had to make these bathrooms so much smaller, is because I didn't need to have such big bathrooms when they really don't have very much in them. It then did mean that I was able to have these feature windows, which I just freaking love these feature windows. With that being said, let's go down and have a look at the parents' room. Oh my god, do I love this room. So this is what you see when you walk through the door. I want this bedroom in real life. I'm not even kidding. So many elements of this room are just things that I would love to have. I do have to attribute this room very heavily to the High School Years pack, but also to the Werewolves game pack. Things like having these decals over the door, which is functional. Your Sims can still walk through the door even though these wall decals are over it. That just looks really freaking sick in my opinion. They came from the Werewolves game pack. These curtains are from the High School Years pack. These beds are from the High School Years pack. This mirror that I freaking love, my absolute new favorite mirror in the game, from the Werewolves pack. Like, so many good build and buy items we have gotten from packs recently. It's amazing. I love, love, love the vibes of this bedroom. So then we've got the ensuite bathroom through this door in here. Again, it's just a shower. It's just a sink, it's just some counter space, and it's just some shelving that's disappeared. Why has my shelving disappeared? My shelving was up here in this one. Don't know why the shelving disappeared. Again, that'll be fixed by the time it goes up on the gallery. So then the last thing I've got to show you is the side yard outside. It's a little bit cluttered out here, and by a little bit, I mean a lot. It's very cluttered, but this family are very social. So we come out the door, we've got a little side garden here, super cute with these flowers, and we've got monkey bars for the child. We've got a little bird's nest. This water tank here is the only eco thing we've got for this entire house. So that's what I meant when I said that the eco vibes are kind of just the visual aspects. They're not super eco in how they live. So then we have a look at the rest, and like I said, it's kind of cluttered. We do have the dining table out here, like I said, and I know you're seeing straight through the dining table to this. This is public toilets that you can find in Sulani. Starts with the letter L. So my thinking was I put these toilets outside, and we've got a literal outhouse. Unfortunately though, these toilets are not functional in a private property. I wasn't sure if that would be the case or not, but unfortunately they are not functional. So I'm not gonna go back and change that, because this whole backyard really was kind of built around having these toilets outside. So if for whatever reason you do want to play with this house for yourself, you'll either need to put different toilets in, or you'll need to place it close to public toilets in the whatever world you're placing it in, because these ones don't work. Anyway, they look really cool though, and it kind of gives off the Hawaiian vibes that I was then feeling with the bar that we've got, the bar backing, and even with having the little hot tub in the corner there. Like, it kind of gives off this like very relaxed Hawaiian vibes. So this is the backyard. At the back, we've just got more ivy because there wasn't a whole lot of outdoor landscaping, some windows down the side. And then the only other thing that I want to show you is on this side with the feature windows, we've got some more ivy. So that is the main part of the house. Let's have a look from top down though. So the only roof tile or roof patterning, I suppose, that we had that started with the letter L was the living roof. That was the first thing that I looked for, was the roof patterning when I went to build this house. And once I realized that the only one we had was the living roof, that's when I knew we were going to have kind of like a visually looking eco house. Not that it necessarily functions like an eco house, but a visually looking eco house. I also had to put this chimney here because the pots and pans that are hanging in the kitchen, the tops of them clip through the roof. So I covered it with a chimney. I do have to say this is probably my favorite alphabet build so far. The letter L served me very, very well. So with that being said, you guys, if you would like to download this house and play it in your game, I could actually probably understand why you might want to download this one and put it into your game. It will be on the gallery. My gallery ID is sezrawrr, the same way that it's spelled here. There's just no plays on the end, and you'll find it under letter L house. Let's just have a quick look through the photos here. Yes, freaking sick, love that. The only thing I do have to say though is because I am filtering through every item in the game to find the different furniture, the different wallpaper, the different doors, windows, all of that stuff, I do use a lot of packs in these builds. I never actually expect anyone to download these houses into their games. It's just unfortunate that the one that I feel like you might want to download has literally every single pack that we've got in this game. I didn't realize it used so much, but that being said, that's just the way that it is for me to be able to make this funny haha video, which is all this series is really supposed to be, is just a funny haha video. The only way for me to do that is to filter through every single item that we have available to us in the game. But with that being said, you guys, that is all that I've got for this video of building a house in the shape of the letter L. Please let me know what you thought of it in the comments down below. I love it so much. I had so much fun building it and putting it together for you. If you would like to see more of me and me building a house in the shape of the letter M, because the letter M is coming up next, and I don't know how that's going to come to fruition. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting time. So if you'd like to see that video or any of my other Sims 4 content that I've got coming your way, hit the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell next to it to be notified of every time that I upload. And if you liked this video, let me know by hitting the like button down below and leave me a comment as well. Which of these rooms was your favorite in the letter L house? I love the bedrooms because the bedrooms are just so freaking cool. I want both of those bedrooms in real life. Like, please, can I have them? So let me know what yours were in the comments down below. But guys, I hope you're having the greatest day ever, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!